Today we got a 2000 Nissan Frontier, and the driver's door lock is not working. When you go to hit the lock, all the other locks will lock and unlock, and there's no noise even coming from the inside of this door. So we're going to go ahead and take it apart. We're going to replace the actuator. We did go ahead and get one off of Amazon. Hopefully it's the right one. I haven't done this repair before. Comes with some little clip or something. I don't know what it is. Anyways, I got that on Amazon. I think they were like less than 20 bucks or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and take the door panel off first and then get in here. More than likely we're going to have to take apart the assembly on the side of the door in order to get that out. That's usually how they're set up in there, those actuators. So I'll go ahead and get started. So first thing we want to do is we want to take off this little trim here. They're very delicate, especially if they're old, so you have to be really careful. Usually what I like to do is go from the bottom right here and then just kind of push down. And then the same thing on the top. Try to get underneath that little spot there. And then pull it out. So if you look, it has these little things here that when you push down, and the same thing here. And then reverse order to put it back in. Okay, put it in like that and snap it into place. I don't think we need to take this off right now, so we're gonna go ahead and wait on that until we get the panel off. So what we want to do is we want to take this little fastener off of here. So you got like a little plastic tool or something, or just get your hand, because it might fly off. And it just pops off. Or if you can get a tool behind it and just go ahead and pop that off. Set that aside. Next thing we want to do is we want to take off the window switch, and I believe this piece comes off as well on the side. There's one Phillips screw up in here. Take your screwdriver or your gun, and you might, I mean, if you got skinny enough fingers to grab the screw, that's fine. But you might need a magnet just to get that screw out. This piece, yeah, this just pops up. So the side little panel over here, what you want to do is pull it from the outside and then slide it out. I just pulled up and it popped off. And then there's a bolt right in there, and I believe there might be another bolt behind here. So all you're going to do is, there's a little thing there, you can get right underneath here. If you can't pull it with your hand, just get some kind of a tool and then just pry it up. And then what we're going to do is pull the switch out. There's a clip in the front there. And then go ahead and unplug the switch. Just push down on this little tab right here. There it is. I don't think this switch has ever been taken off. So if you look, there's a little thing right here you push down on. I guess I wasn't pushing down hard enough. Right here, and then we have another screw right here. It's also a 10mm or Phillips head. It has both on there. 10mm would probably be better. Sometimes if you don't have the correct Phillips size, it might strip that section in the middle. So once you got all that stuff off, usually what I like to do is just try to get a corner and slowly pull towards you. And then just kind of wiggle it up, feed the harness through so that you can get the panel off. And if any of the fasteners come off and are left on the door, like there's one down here and there's one up here in the front, go ahead and just take those off. And then just put it back on the door. Put those on later. So now we're actually inside the door. So now what we're going to want to do is we want to get behind here. we're going to carefully just try to take this piece off. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this handle here. We also got two 10mm bolts. Set that aside. And it actually has a marking right here. You look on there, you can see it on the camera. There's a little arrow pointing to the front of the car, so you can't put this backwards. You know what I'm saying? If you accidentally did this. It has the marking right there for you. Get that out of the way. So we need to get in here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this plate off of here. It's got the 4th bolt. It's got another little bracket here. It also has an arrow on it. So we know. So I like to keep like these pieces kind of together so that I know how to put them back together. Just like that. And just leave the bolts on here. Phillips screw right in the middle. Right in there. That out. So when you push this towards the door jamb over here, the outside of the door, and then it comes off. There's just a couple of like little plastic pieces. We'll show you right now when we get that off. Next piece we want to do is we want to take this off. We want to be real careful with this because it is plastic and it's old. So that's actually holding the rods in place. Basically pull it and then push it down. This thing is old. I mean, it'll go back on there, but it's real brittle. I think that piece broke. So now we want to take that off of there. Now we're down to this area here, and you got to be real careful with these clips because they're really old. Push that up and get it out of the way. Basically sits on there, take it off, and then take that rod off. And we're going to do the same thing with the other one. I'm just going to take them off. So get that out of the way. I think I need to pull this out. Might give me a little bit more room if I need to get in there, but for now we're just going to leave it like that. And then now there's a plate that's in the way here. So we're going to go ahead and take that plate out. Now you might not need to take it out. There's the plate right here, but I want to get it out of the way just so you can see what I'm doing. So it's got a little guide there, and it's got like a hole right here. So now it goes back in there. There's the piece. There's the guide for the bottom, and then it has a little hook on the top part. Same thing, so we don't get these screws mixed up. I'm going to put those on the actual piece. Put that aside. And now we're down to the nitty-gritty. So it looks like the channel that comes down is right here. I don't know if it's in the way. Yeah, it might be in the way to get it out because we're going to have to take the assembly off from the side. So this is a little bit of a job, guys. It's not really easy, but if you follow, you know, step by step, you'd probably be able to do this without too much of an issue. I found a screwdriver. Let's see. These are kind of tight. There it goes. Now if you have a big enough drill bit, Phillips head drill bit, I'm sorry, not drill bit, a Phillips bit that's big enough for this screwdriver fits it just right. Then you know you could actually use a power drill on this if you want, but I don't have a bit that's that. Can't find my bits right now. that out. So those are the 3 Phillips screws that we got out of there. And next we want to take that channel and move it. So get those 2 out of the way. Set these up here. Now, I unscrewed this. I'm just going to move it to the side. I really don't want to take it out. Sometimes they're a pain to get back in there. Okay, so there is a rod holding it for the handle. If I can bring you in real quick. See that rod right there? You have to unsnap the clip. And I think that might be the only thing holding it in there. I'm not sure. I think there's another rod down there. On that side, there's another spot right there. Actually, I'm not going to be able to bring you in here while I'm working in there because I can barely see what I'm doing in there. But we'll try to give you as much information as I can. So there's one rod that goes on here. I don't believe we need to take that one off. This one has to come off. Okay. That one's off. Closer to me so I can see. And I'll try to show you right now what I'm doing as soon as I get this out. Okay. These 2 are out. The motor's here. And then we're just going to unplug it from the power. Go, we got it out. So let me show you what I took off in there. Right here, there's a clip. Okay? So there's a rod here, and then there's another rod here. So this rod, basically all you do is push that clip over, and then you pull the rod out towards you. Same thing with the bottom one. You just turn that little clip right there, get it off of the rod, and then pull the rod out. And then obviously the power plug is right here. So this is the motor here. This does not look like the correct one. What the heck, man? This is not good. I think they sent us the wrong actuator. This is not even close to the right one. What the hell did they send us?